Hi, my name is Tim, and eventually the point of this video today will pretty much be drawing a line of definitively, well, not really definitively, but eventually we'll get to how people and where people are when they're saved and stuff, using the standard deviation theory. Well, this is the bell curve, and as you can see, I drew it. Yep, I drew it. Basically what this is that for every I don't know, like 68% of the people are in this majority right there, and then I don't know, 68 plus 28 is a lot, 95, 94 is within this range, and then everybody is within yada yada. And each thing is a standard deviation and whatnot. Okay. Now, you may be familiar with the IQ thingamahoozy. 100 is where everybody's at, and 68% of the population's IQ is between 85 and 115. And pretty much everybody is between 0 and 200. 200, fun fact, is the highest possible IQ. Well, technically 199.9 is the highest you can get, because you can't have an IQ of 200, because that's impossible. It just is. Well, I guess we'll call God's IQ 200 for now. And there's my IQ over here, right before genius. Yeah. Just so you know, sometimes I can act like I'm over here, but I'm over here. So, I go everywhere. Anyways, comparing IQ to that. This just to get you into the groove. Hold on. Now, this is what I'm proposing. Right now, there's physical life and spiritual life idea that once you're saved in your spiritual body, you're also saved in your physical body. And well, this is basically what it's showing. I have to draw with my left hand. Is that people on this side are saved, and this is hard multitasking, are saved by the cross, and everyone else is gonna burn up in hell. And if you're on this side of the line, you're good to go. If you're on that side of the line, you're not doing so hot. Actually, you're doing really hot because you'll be burning up in hell someday. But I don't think that's the case. Okay, I guess I could go into this a little bit further. Like, once you are saved with this way, oh, you are definitely going to heaven, and then one standard deviation up. Man, doggone, I gotta keep my thing straight, but it's hard to write with my left hand. And people on this right here are loving God, and only I'm writing the letter P. And people over here do nothing but worship God, and they're yay happy. Yeah, that's a happy person dancing, I think. Well, I'll give them a party hat. You need some polka dots and some streamers. Anyways, and people over here, and these people barely know what's going on. These people are just living for themselves, going the number 3. And the people over here are basically, hold on, let me draw it, are basically worshipping the devil. I tried. Anyways, that's the proposition. That's basically what people think right now. There's half and half. Well, I got a proposition for you. My proposition is that there is a good side over here, and there's a bad side. I really got to switch hands for this. Okay. It's basically saying that people over here, hold on, split that in half. Man, I'm really sporadic. This is not going to look good, but it's going to sound good. Look like a couple of butts. Anyway, Alright, people on this side of this... Okay. These people on this side of this line are living for Satan. People in this side of this line are living for self. And then on this side of this line, people are living for others. And people on this side of this line, you guessed it, are living for God. And people are saved somewhere along this line. La la la, Jesus. Again. Man, that's a terrible cross. Anyways, I purposely drew the intersection to go a little bit farther into this side because, well, there are some people who don't know who Jesus is, who can be saved. I really believe that. Like how did people from a long time ago get saved if they didn't really know the God of the Jews, and yet they were worshiping God and did not know per se who exactly they were worshiping? Well, I think people go for that in here. And there's also people who are, well, we'll just call them fence-walking Christians who are really close to the edge, about to go over. We'll just call them right there. But once the fence walkers go la 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 la, oh, off the fence, and it's hard to get back over there because, you know, self. I want to live for self and only myself. Because that's not fun living for others. I want to think about myself. Me. But, oh, I love others. I want to show my love to everybody. And then, well, it's not really that once you, like, go along... Once you go this way, you just add to it, and once you go this way, you add to it. Like, once you love God and others, then, well, you love God and others. Like, you're not just loving others, you're loving God also as the next commandment. And then once you're also serving self, once you start serving self more, it's like, hey, Satan looks pretty nice over there. And number 3. So basically, the farther this way, the more love you got. Yay. Another heart. Okay. Well, that's my general proposition, is that there's basically 2 standard deviations, which is better explained through this picture. Take it all in. Basically saying that, well, there's a lot of people living for self. And there's a lot of people, well, okay, maybe not that much. Maybe the line should be over there. Other people live for self, and then Satan over there. But there's only this itty bitty, well, I mean, this fence walking and people not knowing who Jesus is area is pretty much going to stay the same no matter how big this gets. But, well, basically there's not a lot of people who actually go out and choose to live for others, and people who just focus on God anymore. That's basically my proposition. Is that Jesus... is that there's 2 standard deviations to describe life in the physical and life in the spiritual life. And you can only have spiritual life once you have the cross. Love Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And yeah, the 2 standard deviations, the fact that spiritual life standard deviation is actually smaller because of the number of people who are in it, and this little area in the cross where people are cutting it close, basically, by the grace of God. Alright, that's pretty good. Well, I guess you got to see my face at least one time, because I don't want to... Oh yeah, I just remembered. There's Alpha and Alfred. Ha ha ha. I even drew this little face on Alfred. Isn't he cute? Alpha and Alfred. Ha ha. Okay. See anything else? Movies galore that I have not watched yet. Movies galore that I have watched. Woo! Woo! I told myself that I would only make this like 6 minutes long, but oh well. Bye.